Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Kedarnath and Badrinath today, where he will be laying the foundation stone of connectivity projects worth more than 3,400 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will also be laying the foundation stone of two new ropeway projects connecting Gaurikund to Kedarnath and Govindghat to Hemkund Sahib. Now, Gaurikund to Kedarnath ropeway will be reducing the travel time from at least 6 to 7 hours to only 30 minutes. Govindghat to Hemkund Sahib ropeway will be reducing the travel time for more than a day to only about 45 minutes. The Prime Minister will also be laying the foundation stone of road widening projects worth over 1,000 crores to enhance all-weather border road connectivity. The projects will be giving a boost to the connectivity and also religious tourism in the region. So, another round of breaking update that we are getting as far as Prime Minister Narendra Modi is concerned. He's reached Dehradun and the airport is the first pictures that are coming in where Prime Minister Modi is being welcomed by Chief Minister Dhami, as he will be accompanying the Prime Minister through all of his visit today to Badrinath and also to Kedarnath. Now, also it is being expected that Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Kedarnath around 8:30 a.m. where he will be performing the darshan and puja at the Sri Kedarnath temple. At around 9 a.m. the Prime Minister will be laying the foundation stone of the Kedarnath ropeway project. So Mohit is joining us at this point. Mohit, it's Prime Minister who will be in Uttarakhand. Rather, he's already there in Dehradun. First pictures of him arriving. Mohit, can you hear me? Well, our correspondent Mohit is tracking the developments live as we are expecting Prime Minister, who's just landed in Dehradun, being greeted by Chief Minister Dhami and the Governor there. Let me go back to Mohit. Mohit, we're getting the first pictures of the Prime Minister.
Amrita, could you please repeat your question?
I'm saying we're getting the first pictures of the Prime Minister. He just arrived at the Dehradun airport a short while back.
Well, 2 to 3 choppers have landed over here at the helipad, which is specifically made for this particular visit of Prime Minister, and that is the Kedarnath temple over here, which is all decked up, Amita. And what we believe is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi might have already reached Kedarnath. 2 to 3 helicopters have come over here. I'll ask the camera person to show these visuals around. Now, you know for a fact that how during time of Diwali, Prime Minister Narendra Modi again and again since many years have been celebrating Diwali at Kedarnath, Badrinath, and that is the frame that you can get over there of the Kedarnath temple, where it's all being decked up. It's all being decked up, and in some time from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be performing the Rudrabhishek over here, and you can see more choppers have come over here. So what we believe is that the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh Dhami, have arrived at Kedarnath. So in some time from now, we'll get the exact shots. Because of the security reasons, we are stationed at this particular point, so we cannot, as of now, confirm that whether PM has reached or not. But this visit of Prime Minister is very, very important, given the fact it comes at a time when Diwali is just round the corner. He will be not just visiting Kedarnath, but also Badrinath. Now, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be also inaugurating in this particular visit projects and would be laying foundation of various projects worth rupees 3,600 crore. Now, Gaurikund to Kedarnath ropeway, the foundation laying ceremony of that particular ropeway would be done, and that will reduce the travel time from Gaurikund to Kedarnath from 5 to 6 hours on foot or on horse by just 30 minutes. So we had word with various people over here, the pilgrims. They basically stated that they had issues in such a cold weather coming from Gaurikund towards Kedarnath, and if ropeway is being constructed, then it will be very helpful for the people. Now, these are the scenes from Kedarnath. Look how exactly the Kedarnath temple has been decked up. Now, we know for a fact that every time when Prime Minister comes to Kedarnath, he basically says that "Main aaya nahi hu, mujhe Baba Kedar ne bulaya." He has his respect. He has all his prayers for Baba Kedarnath, and we know for a fact that how after this he will be going to Badrinath, and in Badrinath he'll again be laying the foundations stone of the Hemkund Sahib Badrinath ropeway. So that will also be very, very important for the pilgrims who go to Hemkund Sahib or to Badrinath. Now, Uttarakhand is a state of religious tourism. Uttarakhand's economy majorly depends on the religious tourism, the Char Dham Yatra. And after Prime Minister Narendra Modi has come to power, we have seen that how the corridor of this particular area it has been completely revamped. The Badrinath corridor revamp is being taking place, the Gangotri, Yamunotri. So when all these things happen, then it's also beneficial for the people whose livelihood depends on the religious tourism. So these are the scenes over here. These are the beautiful scenes over here at Kedarnath, snow-filled mountains. It's very cold over here, but Prime Minister Narendra Modi, what we believe, has reached on time, and in some time from now, he will be performing Rudrabhishek of Baba Kedarnath. And also, Prime Minister has all his devotion towards Adi Shankaracharya, and we know that how there's the Samadhi of Adi Shankaracharya just few meters away from the Kedarnath temple. So he will also be visiting over there, and he will be paying his respects to Adi Shankaracharya. So, and after that, the foundation laying ceremony will take place. So as of now, what we are being told by the sources is that the Yatra, the Kedarnath Yatra, is being put on halt, given the fact there is inclement weather, given the fact there is Prime Minister's visit, because yesterday massive snowfall was recorded in Kedarnath, and also rain. So as of now, the Yatra has been stopped. People are not being allowed to move from Gaurikund towards Kedarnath as we speak. So we'll see that when Prime Minister leaves, pilgrims would be allowed or not, but massive security arrangements are in place, and you can see behind me that how exactly the Kedarnath temple is all decked up for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. Back to you in studio, Amita.
Absolutely, Mohit, as you've been talking about the connect that Prime Minister has, and he in his previous visits also to Kedarnath, but at this point, if we talk about the boost to the religious infrastructure and tourism that you have also been talking about, this year alone, around 15 lakh pilgrims who have visited Badrinath so far, and over 14 lakh have been visiting Kedarnath, and more than 6 lakh pilgrims had visited Gangotri, and over 5 lakh went to Yamunotri as well. So a big boost as far as the religious tourism and infrastructure is concerned. Mohit, if you can take us through what all will be inaugurated and what all will be talked about by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Well, you see, Amita, if you talk about Kedarnath, Badrinath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, now these are the Char Dham Yatras which are very important for Uttarakhand's economy, and everybody from all throughout the country, for the world, for their spiritual existence come to Kedarnath, Badrinath, Yamunotri and Gangotri. So you need to have a proper way that is being facilitated for the smooth coming of the passengers, and that is why we see that how this particular whole corridor is being revamped under the guidance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We also know that how Badrinath master plan is also being worked upon, and also the Gangotri, Yamunotri. So when you want to increase the religious tourism, when people are coming over here, as you clearly mentioned, lakhs of people have come over here. So we'll just show that what we are getting, Amita, we'll just take you to these visuals. What we are getting to know is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's chopper now is about to land at Kedarnath. So he was received by Pushkar Singh Dhami, the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. I'll ask my camera person to just pan and show the visuals of helicopter that is just about to land on the helipad, which is just being made adjacent to the Kedarnath temple. So that is the helipad over here. That is the Indian Air Force helipad. So we'll get to know in few minutes that whether in this particular helicopter Prime Minister Narendra Modi has reached or not. But yes, in some time from now, according to the official program, Prime Minister will also be doing the Rudrabhishek of Lord Kedar, and after that, what we are being told is that the inauguration ceremony will take place. Now, Prime Minister has special spiritual connect with Adi Shankaracharya and Kedarnath, and again we have seen that how every year in his speeches, when he comes to Uttarakhand, when he comes to Kedarnath, he talks about the Char Dham Yatra, he talks about the importance of Kedarnath. You see, not just from all throughout Uttarakhand, all throughout the country, but from world over, people come and visit Kedarnath. So for that, we know for a fact that how the PM will be laying the foundation stone of the two ropeway projects connecting Gaurikund to Kedarnath and Govindghat to Hemkund Sahib. Now Gaurikund to Kedarnath ropeway will reduce time from 6 to 7 hours to only about 30 minutes, and Govindghat to Hemkund Sahib ropeway, which will be whose foundation would be laid by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Badrinath, will also reduce the travel time to just about 45 minutes. The PM will also lay foundation of stone widening projects worth ₹1,000 crore to enhance all-weather border road connectivity. Now projects, what the government says is that the projects are being undertaken to boost connectivity and religious tourism in the region. So with that, as we were talking about the religious tourism, you need better road connectivity. Now we know for a fact that how all-weather roads is being made over here all throughout Uttarakhand. The roads are being widened so that there is smooth flow of passengers who come from Rishikesh, Haridwar or the other parts of the country towards the Char Dham Yatra, and hence road connectivity is very, very important. Given the fact that in Uttarakhand you cannot predict that what exactly would be the weather, and suddenly the rainfall comes and there is a landslide and road gets blocked. So that is not the case, and hence all-weather road is being constructed over here in Uttarakhand. So in some time from now, the Kedarnath temple is all set to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Look at the beautiful scenes over here. Now I'll ask my camera person to show these scenes, how exactly the Kedarnath temple is being decked up. And just beside that you have Himalaya, which is being covered by snow. It's beautiful view over here, though it's very cold and it's very difficult to speak in a continuous manner over here because the temperature had dipped to minus, but that has not stopped Prime Minister Narendra Modi to attend this particular program, and after that he will be going to Badrinath. So in some time from now we'll get the visuals of Prime Minister offering his prayers and respect to the Baba Kedar, and he will be also doing the Rudrabhishek, and after that he will be laying the foundation ceremony of the Gaurikund to Kedarnath ropeway, which will be very, very helpful for the people. Back to you.
Absolutely. We are any minute now expecting Prime Minister Narendra Modi there, and as Mohit has been pointing out, because the special interest, Mohit, the Prime Minister has also taken as far as the repair work that has been happening, the construction work that has been happening. He has been continuously reviewing the development projects, whether be it in the Badrinath Dham, in Kedarnath Dham, and he's also been stressing on extra development of the surrounding the two Himalayan shrines. As he has been saying that sitting in Delhi, he could take a live look in real time as to what the development work and how it is working on by sitting here in Delhi, but watching what's happening there in Kedarnath. Mohit.
Well, you see, Amita, this whole corridor has been widened. I came over here to Kedarnath. This is my second visit to Kedarnath. I came to Kedarnath back in 2004-2005. It was all congested over here. There were all the shops that were covering this particular corridor, and people had difficulty moving towards the Kedarnath temple. But as you can see, my camera person will show you that how this particular corridor has been widened. The shops, the land was being taken from people, proper compensation was being given, and now we see, just like Kashi corridor, just like Mahakal corridor, this particular corridor, and in future the sources say would be further developed. But you can see that how exactly this whole area and the staircase, they all have been widened up so that there is smooth flow of the pilgrims to the Kedarnath temple. Now, after you cross this particular corridor, because we'll just give our viewers live darshan of Baba Kedarnath, because people, they say they want to come to Baba Kedarnath, but कहा यह जाता है अमिता कि जब बुलावा आता है तभी आता है, इसीलिए we'll just show the live visuals of the Kedarnath temple over here and how it has been completely decked up. So the whole, in some time from now, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be coming, and the visit, Amitabh, you see, when a Prime Minister comes on the ground in a hilly area in Char Dham Yatra and gives out a message that we want to boost religious tourism, how we want to make roads better, we want to provide employment to the local youth, then that is where you understand that how the PM is thinking about the people of Uttarakhand, because we know that how if all these areas will be developed, if there would be good all-weather road connectivity, the road connectivity would be there, the ropeway would be built. In the end, people of Uttarakhand will benefit with all the employment, and that is very, very necessary. So, the first visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi today is at Kedarnath, and after this he will be going to Badrinath.
Absolutely. So, getting live Baba ke darshan just before the arrival of Prime Minister Narendra Modi there, Mohit getting us those pictures. But Mohit, अगर एक तरीके से देखा जाए तो प्रधानमंत्री खास तौर पे एक चीज का भी ध्यान रखते हैं कि नॉट जस्ट बूस्ट टू रिलीजियस टूरिज्म, लेकिन ये इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ और जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी कितने लोगों को प्रोवाइड करेगी। और जहां तक जितने भक्त भी वहां पहुंचते एक तरीके से उनका ध्यान रखा जाए, जहां वो रहेंगे उनके बेसिक अकोमोडेशन, उनकी बेसिक फैसिलिटीज, उनका भी ध्यान एक्स्ट्रा रखा जाएगा। और ये कोशिश करी जा रही है प्रधानमंत्री की तरफ से कि ये सारी फैसिलिटी सभी को अवेलेबल हो जल्द।
Well, Amita, if we talk about religious tourism. Now, religious tourism thrives on good hotels, good roads, good connectivity, and also that how exactly the infrastructure has been developed in that particular dham area. Now, if we talk about Kedarnath, I told you about my last visit when I came over here in 2004-2005. There were very less number of hotels, but now you have the tent service over there. You can come, you can stay in tent, and then you can come to Baba Kedarnath's temple, and then you can go back. So the tent service is there, the hotels are there. So providing job to the locals is of prime importance. And in fact, Pushkar Singh Dhami again and again, the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, has said that we need to provide the locals job, because Prime Minister Narendra Modi also earlier have said, Amita, that पहाड़ की जवानी और पहाड़ का पानी पहाड़ के काम नहीं आता, क्योंकि पहाड़ की जवानी जैसी जवान होती है वो शहरों की तरफ भागता है, क्योंकि वहां अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं होती है। पहाड़ का पानी गंगा, यमुना, अलकनंदा, भागीरथी, जितनी आप सारी नदी बोले जो पूरे देश की प्यास बुझाती है, सब उत्तराखंड से निकलती है। मगर पहाड़ में, उत्तराखंड में जितने भी पहाड़ों पे गांव है, वहां पे पानी नहीं आ रहा है। उसी प्रकार से अगर ये काम होता है, रिलीजियस टूरिज्म को बढ़ावा मिलता है, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को बढ़ावा मिलता है, तो लोग बाहर नहीं जाएंगे। और वही पलायन प्रधानमंत्री ये कहते हैं कि हमें रोकना है। उसी के लिए ऑल वेदर रोड, अगर गौरीकुंड और बद्रीनाथ केदारनाथ का रोपवे स्टार्ट होगा अमिता, तो उसके बाद लोग ज्यादा आएंगे, क्योंकि everybody cannot afford expensive helicopter services, so they come by foot or come by horse. So it takes them 7 to 8 hours, and given the fact that how difficult the terrain is, then it's very difficult specifically for the elderly. Now, if the ropeway connectivity gets through, then this ropeway connectivity would be very, very important. So coming back to Baba Kedarnath Darshan, these are the live darshan at Baba Kedarnath, where it has been completely decked up, and in some time from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be coming to pray his offerings, his prayers at the temple of Baba Kedarnath over here. Back to you.
Absolutely, expecting the Prime Minister any minute now, but the purpose and the significance of the infrastructure upgrade is to encourage religious tourism, which will result in the creation of numerous job opportunities and further economic growth in the region. That is also being seconded by the Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami, who we also saw the first pictures with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he's been talking about, Mohit, that all of the development works that have been underway both in Kedarnath and Badrinath will be completed by the end of 2023. So there is a deadline, there is an ultimatum that has been given, that all of this push that has been given to religious tourism, that will have a deadline, so that as soon as possible the devotees will come for darshan.
Well, Amit, a few days ago we were having some word with the officials from the Uttarakhand government, and they basically said that if PM says that the work has to be completed by December 2024 or by December 2023, need to give periodic reports to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's office that what exactly the development is taking place, and how much time it will take to complete the work that has been assigned by the Prime Minister.
Absolutely.
So this is the dedication level of the Prime Minister when it comes to
anytime soon. as we'll be getting his first pictures, and this is the live and continuous coverage that Mohit is getting to us from Kedarnath, the live darshan that is also taking place. We'll be back after a short break, but this is a coverage that continues on the other side as well. Please do stay tuned.